What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your dog DP. We at the Kingpin Chronicles once again with another episode. And boy, oh boy, I got a hot topic today. I saw this video yesterday scrolling through something. I couldn't even find it to share it. I was gonna share it and put this video on blast. But I saw the video, man, and it bothered me to hear this. And I hear a lot of it, but this one was just a little bit overboard with it, and it was basically a black female, right? She was sitting in the car, and she was questioning um, why do black people who have took the time, right, to master, right, a skill or a product or created or whatever, but they have something that they're using to make money, right? And they start to offer, right, to teach other people how to master this skill or creating this product or doing whatever it is that they doing and they making money. They seeing success in it and they believe that other people can see success in it, right? So they create courses or they create and write how-to books or create how-to videos or whatever. And this chick was saying, why should black people have to pay the people who have mastered these skills, right? Whether it was they went to college to get the information, or whether they went and paid and took some courses on their own, or whether they just sat down and researched and spent their time and dedicated themselves to learning this particular skill or how to create this particular product, right? So they got time, effort, and their own financial burden that it took to gain this information, this knowledge, or this skill, right? And now they coming back and they saying, listen, I can show y'all how to do this, right? And I'm only gonna charge y'all this much to show you how to do it, right? For the most part, it's only a fraction of the money that they've invested in learning this skill, right? Service, right? Or how to create this product, right? And I think that uh, this points out one of the problems that hold us back the most, and you can see it all over the place. It's something that's stemmed uh, within people with a certain type of mentality, and it seems to be us for the most part because I don't see other people uh, saying and doing some of the stuff that we do that point out the problems with our culture or the way that we live amongst each other, right? Because that's what culture is, right? What was the trip was you will go, right? You'll go and you'll get a job somewhere where they say, okay, we're gonna train you on the spot. We're gonna teach you on the spot. Don't worry about you don't know how to do it. We're gonna teach you on the spot, right? How to do, right? How to provide our service, right? How to how to create our product, right? Or how to whatever it is we got, right? We're gonna teach you how to do it, right? And then we're gonna pay you a fraction of what each of those services or products or whatever, right, gonna bring to the company. So we're gonna teach you how to do it. We're gonna give you the information, but then we're gonna pimp you. And guess what? When you leave, you can't take the information with you and use it because this is our product, right? This is our product. This is our service. You can go mirror it, but now you got to build a business behind it and get people to come spend money with you. One thing we got to understand is that we have to invest in ourselves. We got caught up in wanting people to do for us. And if people don't do for us, then they ain't our friend. If they don't give it to us, they don't love us. They don't. They ain't. We got some of the craziest thinking in the world amongst our people, and it's the way and it's the mentality that hold us down a lot for the most part, in my own opinion. Now, I ain't I ain't the one to call this, but I'm just speaking on the way that I see this and how I see this as a problem. And also, I'm one of the people, right, who I could be making my 6 figures a year, right, and not willing to help nobody learn how to do anything, right? And then I could use the fact that I'm making 6 figures a year to then shine on you and look down on you. And so, oh, they don't know how to do nothing. They won't go to school, they won't learn. They won't invest in themselves like I did. Then you call them bougie. You say they forgot about their people, right? They sellouts or whatever you want to call them. But they put in the work. They invested the time. They invested the finances it took, right, to get the information. To get the information. And if they're successful with it, right, and they're willing to teach you and show you how to do it, right, I don't see y'all going to question Florida State University on why they charge y'all, why you can't just go there and get it for free. USF, UCF, St. Pete College, Eckerd College. I don't see nobody out in front of there picketing, talking about, oh, y'all should be giving it to us for free. You'll pay to go learn how to be a CNA and wipe butt and clean up behind old people, clean up messes. You'll pay for all of the stuff that don't matter in life to look like you doing something that you ain't. You know. So that just here they go out there. They out there doing the line around the offices. So y'all might hear the blower. He out here with the blower now. I thought he was done, so that's my bad. But that's it really. I just wanted to comment on that, man. Make a little short video on that. It's just sad the way that we think, right? And as long as we got that mentality, we're gonna stay in the same place. And the few that take the steps that it take, let me hurry up and wrap this up because he's writing it back. The steps that it take, right? They're gonna be the ones to prosper. And if they offer it, take advantage. That's what I did. That's what I did, right? So I'm not telling y'all that it ain't no people out here scamming. I'm not telling y'all that, right? But I'm telling y'all that at some point you're gonna have to do something to better yourself. You're gonna have to do something, right? Or you're gonna have to take a step towards, right, getting better, to bringing yourself up. Don't look for people to do nothing for you. Because they ain't. Don't look for your family and friends to support your business ideas. Don't look for it because for the most part they not. They not. My man, and I just shout out to my family and my friends. I love y'all to the bus out, right? But y'all don't share my marketing material. No. Most of y'all don't even support my businesses. It's gonna be the people that you don't know, right? That's gonna give you something to make you better in life. That's gonna support your businesses, right? That's gonna share your businesses. It's gonna be the people you don't know. I tell people that all the time, right? Do not look for support from the people that should support you, because in our culture, it just don't happen. So when you got somebody like me or Many people that I see doing this, reaching back to share the skills that they've learned right in their journey. Some of y'all ought to take the opportunity to jump on it, but it's because it just might be that breakthrough that you've been looking for. It might be that one piece to the puzzle that's been missing your whole life, right? You might have the meanest hustle in the world or the best idea in the world, but you can't use it and you don't know how to put it into fruition. But you'll pass up and say, man, they know how to do it, and they willing to show me how to do it, but they charging $500, $1,000. Changing your life ain't worth $1,000 to you. You'll go take out all these loans and stuff to go to college and get a degree that's worthless. A degree that's worthless. I'm in a better position than most of the people I know got college degrees. That's just a fact. They got jobs. They got jobs. I ain't had a job since 2004. Yeah. I got fired from my job and I said that will never happen again. I would rather fail with my own business than let somebody else be in control of whether or not I'm going to be able to make money. I'm not going to let that happen. I decided that then. I decided that right then. I was doing construction. We already working out here in the sun like slaves, you know. So when they fired me, I said, man, never again will I work for nobody and let nobody be able to control my destiny and whether I'm able to provide for my family and myself. So the first business I opened and failed miserably. 30 days it was over. I didn't fail. I knew I was gonna fail. I knew I wasn't gonna make no money. 30 days I shut it down. It was an auto body and collision shop with some of my OGs. I had been hanging around at their shops for years, and for some reason I thought I could just be the one to get the shop and make it work right. But so I shut it down and went into my second business. And I did that for the next about 13 to 14 years, and I did good with it. You can't be afraid to fail, right? And I'm going to tell you, you can't be afraid to lose with educating yourself on something. Because information is never a loss. Information is never a loss. Anytime you can get something stored in your brain, right, it's value. It brings value to you because it's more that you know. So, man, y'all start educating yourselves, man, and don't let money be the factor. If money the factor, you ain't gonna never have no money. All the people you seeing do good in life spent some money, right? Invested some time, whether it's college, whether it's a trade school, whether it's trainings, whether it's courses, whether it's certifications. You're a CDL, you got to go to school. See, those people invested in themselves. They went and paid somebody to teach them everything they needed to know, right? About driving a truck safely up and down these highways, transporting commerce, goods. And people pay them for it, for what they know, not what they can do, because anybody can drive a truck, but you know how to do it and do it safely. Yeah. So you get certified for it, but you had to pay for it, right? So don't knock people that's out here and they've found success providing a service, a skill, or some products, right? And then they tell you, look, I can show you how to do the same thing I'm doing and make the same kind of money I'm making and live the same kind of comfortable lifestyle I'm able to live, right? It's just gonna cost you. Game is to be sold, not told. Man, Snoop gave us the game. Man, we been had that game. We been had that game. I'm gonna bring it into the streets and show you how I always had this mentality in in the dope game, right? In the dope game, cocaine got to turn into crack. Point blank, period, right? When I was young, right, we knew that it was you get it cheaper if you buy it where it need to be made into crack, right? We would pay somebody to turn it into crack, right? We would pay somebody, I believe, we like $25 an ounce. We're paying dude $25 an ounce. This wound up getting him busted because he was doing this for everybody, too, my opinion. And this one of my homeboys, I got nothing but love for him. Nothing but love for him. But that's what he was doing. Me, right? The mentality I got, I said, man, why don't I just watch what he's doing? Watch what he's doing, and then guess what? Invest in myself. Because now instead of giving him these $25, I don't watch him do it long enough to where that just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So I went and did the same thing I've been doing. Getting it that way, but I say, man, I'm finna take a chance at being my own boss. That's the mentality I always had, right? So it was not a problem for when I started getting into crypto. I learned to buy crypto, right? And I was trying to learn how to make money in crypto. And I started to play around with crypto and see a little bit of success in playing around with crypto, right? But then I learned about Forex and the markets, the foreign exchange. That's what Forex means, the foreign exchange, right? And this is where all of the real trading in the world go on, where currencies are traded, commodities, gold, oil, companies. This is where everything's sold at, right? So then I saw this dude, and I saw this dude make $1 million in like 30 minutes on his phone. Boom. He came on the stage and his phone was being shared on the big screen behind us. Opened the trades. Boom. Closed the trades, made $1 million in less than 30 minutes. Me being the natural just hustler I am, right? This dude offered this dude offered a training, right? You had to fly to the Bahamas, right? And it was 25,000. It was three different levels you can get in: 25,000, 50,000, and 100,000. Right? I was on probation, so I couldn't go. Right? I don't think I would have spent that much money for it anyway. But he doubled back and did it again, or did a bigger event, and it probably was a little less hands-on because it was a lot more people that showed up. But it was in Dubai, right? It cost $5,000 to attend the event for 5 days, right? You had to be in Dubai, right? And uh, it was you had to do it. So now I said, okay, this is my chance. I got off probation. This is my time, right? I booked my flight. I fly to Dubai. We stay in the best of the best hotel. So just the trip probably cost me 10,000. Just to go over there and to stay, a good dime, right? That ain't a lot of money, but a good dime, right? Then the 5,000 for the course. So now I got $15,000 invested in, right? Learning something from this dude that's able to make him $1 million in 30 minutes. So I ain't got the $50 million to have in an account like he did, but I got 2,500. Here go this blow. I thought it was done and gone. But I'm gonna keep going, man, because we rocking. But but I got 2,500 to put in there, right? 2,500 because I invested in myself, right? And there's people to bear witness to this. The 2,500 I got back 2 days, no, the day before my birthday, because I got back December 4th, my birthday December 5th. By the 14th or 15th of December, I had turned that $2,500 into like $15,000 just from trading. So I done almost 10x the money in 2 weeks from trade. So I learned the skill, right? That from learning that, I was able to make the money that I spent to learn the skill back in 2 weeks. Now we talking about 3 years later. Right? And the money from trading, right, funded me purchasing the property that I'm in right now. Free and clear. No mortgage payments, no none of that. From trading. Because I invested in myself. Right? And then I turn around, right, and offer the strategy that I created from what I learned from them, right, that's allowed me to make consistent profits and gains in the market, right? I turn it into a course, and somebody won't tell me why I don't give it to them. Why you don't just give it to us if you know how to do it? You forgot I spent all this money and flew 16 hours that way, 16 hours back, and had to stay in the desert. They talk all that good talk about Dubai, but there's a certain part of it nice. When you go, and I hung in the slums with some African dudes. You know, I got some African partners over there now. I've been over there two or three times now, and I got some African homies over there. You know what I'm saying? But I invested in myself. Now I'm willing to say, look, I'm able to make this much per day, right? I'm able to make this much per day comfortably and safely with the strategy that I created from what I learned from some professionals, right? I took the time, right, to study and go through the whole program that they offer. I spent my money on it, so I studied it. I didn't expect them to spend no time with me one-on-one. I used what I paid for, right? And now, still, I'm able to. Right now, I'm up. It's the 13th of the month, April 13th, 2025, and for the month, with my small little gains, I'm up $1,900 for the month. So I'm on pace to make about between $4,500 to $5,000 for the month. 15 minutes, 20, 30 minutes a day. You feel me? Because I wasn't scared to invest in myself. But I constantly hear people saying, "Man, if you learned it, why you don't just teach us how to do it? If you could make money like that, you want us to get out the streets? Yeah, just like you're gonna invest with the dope man to get some more product that's gonna possibly put you in jail, get you killed, or ain't nothing good gonna come out of it. Invest something in yourself." And I ain't just talking about the courses and the ebooks that I offer. It's people willing to give the game on anything you could possibly want to do in your life, right? Because it costs shouldn't stop you. It shouldn't stop you. It shouldn't be the no, I ain't doing it. We gotta grow up, man. We gotta grow up and we gotta stop walking around with our hands out, expecting the world to give us something or walking around feeling like the world owes us something. The world don't owe you nothing. You owe the world, right? It's your job, right? You were created for the sole purpose of finding something in the world, perfecting it, and using it to make the world a better place. So now, if you charge for it, you should, because you invested your time in learning it, right? Perfecting it, right? And then putting it in in a way to where that you can teach it to other people. You got to be that master something to be able to teach it to people. So that's how you look at whether or not you being dealing with somebody that's scamming or not. You look at the success that they having. You look at the success that they having. And I'm not talking about no cars, no jewelry, no, they doing videos in these big houses and all of. No, because all of that can be the flugazi. All of that can be the flugazi, and for the most part, that is the flugazi. That's the trick. They're gonna trick you with luxury because they're gonna make you feel like dealing with them gonna get you the luxury life. No, because if you're making money and then you're spending all the money on that stuff, that luxury stuff, then you ain't doing nothing no different than what you're already doing. What I'm saying is learn, build, grow. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. This DP Kingpin Chronicles. I went way longer than I expected to go on this video. I just want to speak a couple minutes on the little chick making this crazy video talking about black people that have mastered something should come back and just give it to other black people, give their time, their resources, right? And the information for free just because they learned it and they're able to make money off it. What sense do that make? I'm out of here, man. This Big DP Kingpin Chronicles. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the shop, right? We got Kingpin Chronicles collection of t-shirts, personally made and pressed by me, man. I created the designs. And it's just a little mindset stuff, man. Check out the collection, shop.kingpinchronicles.com. Follow us on all social media outlets at Kingpin Chronicles. On Facebook's Florida Kingpin Chronicles. But like, share, subscribe, and support the channel by purchasing the merch and some of our educational digital products. We giving you the game, man. It's to be sold, though, man. It ain't to be told for free. I apologize, but that's just the way the game go, man. Either you is or you ain't. I'm out.